look at a series between the Quarantine Nut Jobs and Two Captains, One Cup. I am Drew Goldfarb, a.k.a. Farbsy, joined by D-Mart for this series, and we're looking forward to this one because Quarantine Nut Jobs coming off of a series sweep, so they have climbed in the rankings and are now a solid second place in the league. It's going to be interesting to see what they can do against 2C, 1C tonight.
It's going to be an exciting night. I got my brother playing tonight there, so this this one hits home. And I just wanted to kick this off. Let's look at the goalie stats here in this big matchup. Nikki leading the entire league. That's 15 teams with an .819 save percentage. Superstar, fourth in the league on Two Captains, One Cup with a .798. So this series is going to come down to solid goaltending. And who can bury the puck? You got Thamps out here leading the way for the Quarantine Nut Jobs. He's got 60, it says 61 points, but I know it's not been updated. It's more like 75 points for Thamps, so he's leading the entire roster out here. Look for him to drive the net a lot tonight. And on the other end, you've got C-Dub, who is usually playing defense. He'll be moving up in the forward lineup there with Lucas and Mr. Anderson. It should be a good show. We got Young Kelch with the nice broadcast here, crystal clear image. I'm pumped up.
Yeah, this is going to be really exciting to see just kind of the way that this goes and the way that the matchup is. I mean, Thamps, when you're talking about those points, even before you update those stats, 61 points through 21 games is just incredible. He's averaging more than a goal and an assist per contest, basically 3 goals and 4 assists per series, and actually a little bit more than that. Out of curiosity, who is your brother? Just so this way, for the sake of being fair and balanced on everything, who is your brother out of all of this?
Marty McFly, the centerman here on the Quarantine Nut Jobs. Yep, he's got Thamps on his wing with Clancy tonight, so it should be exciting. They've been having a great season with a record of 17-6-1, second place. Now, I was looking at the standings here thinking maybe they can climb up into first place, but that's just not going to happen. Pale still has 42 points, so the best they could do is just 1 point behind Pale, but it's another slot at trying to get that top play or that top seed for home ice in the playoffs.
So when you're taking a look at this, obviously you are talking about playoff seeding, 2C, 1C, a little bit outside of the playoffs at this point. What do they have to do? I mean, we talked about Thamps and Nikki. With Nikki, I mean, his numbers are for a goalie in this game are just incredible. What do they have to do to counter that kind of an attack? Mr. Anderson, when you're just looking at him through just 9 games played, he's averaging a goal and 2 assists per game. So what is it down to him, or is it the change from D to center for C-Dub?
I think it's a bit of both. I think you're going to see a very defensive battle tonight. As I look at the lines here, I mean, there's defense all over the place. So don't be surprised if each game's maybe 3-1, 3-2, somewhere in that realm. But with the C-Dub moving up, that does create more offense for Mr. Anderson's two captains, one cup team. So it looks like we had a bit of an issue here with the servers, unfortunately. But yeah, so I just think it's going to be a defensive battle, and Anderson did bring up C-Dub to the front of the lineup just to maybe get some more scoring. If you look at C-Dub's stats, 5 goals, 27 assists on the season, but he's primarily been playing defense. So that's a nice strategic move from Anderson. Let's see if it pays off here.
When you're talking about the series, because we always get to see multiple games between teams when we're doing coverage like this. It's a nice thing for us because we get to kind of see the way a team develops over the course of a day, as opposed to just seeing a team once and then jumping onto somebody else. When you're playing the same team multiple times in a row, what kind of changes can you make from game 1 to game 2? Or if you are the underdog, like 2C, 1C would appear to be for this matchup, what can you do in game 1 to maybe set the tone for the entire evening series?
I think they got to come on in the zone, take a lot of shots on Nexus. He has the best save percentage. Don't get too cute with it. Maybe come down, look for those tip shots, look for those rebound goals early, get that early lead, because early leads kill in this league, especially when you play them 3 games in a row. It's a mental warfare game. So I'd say if you're Anderson's team, 2 captains, 1 cup, come out, take a lot of shots, get the puck on net early, and try to get an early lead.
Talking about it on the other end, when you're talking about Nikki and goal, just to talk about his numbers just a little bit more, because that save percentage just literally a hair below 82%, which is incredible, and that was through 18 games. He faces a lot of shots on goal per game, just a bit below 16 shots per game, basically looking at about 47 in a 3-game series. When you're a goalie like that and you're looking at someone like him, it doesn't seem to be that, like, more shots on goal doesn't seem to be the way to beat them. How do you score on a goalie that can stop, 12 or out of 15 shots every single night?
Well, now that you say it like that, I think the talent's there. They just got to be in the right spots at the right time. It's not good to just take a shot when no one's in front or no one's there looking for a rebound. I think a lot of teams, they get frustrated when they're down early and they just try to fire every single thing on net. So I think maybe a quick cycle, a quick shot, and make sure everybody's just in position, You got your left winger on the left, take a shot from the right side, an easy tap in on a rebound or something like that. That's really hard to stop as a goaltender in this game. But if I'm being honest here, you might have to whip something out of the bag against Nikki with those numbers.
It's going to be interesting to see what they do if they try to maybe do something early on that to try to maybe, if you see a top goaltender, sometimes if you beat them once, it proves that you could beat them again and again. And that might just be enough to maybe at least let whatever kind of floodgates you might be able to open against a goalie like Nikki open up.
You never know. I mean, honestly, that's it. It's night by night basis in this game, especially even in real hockey. You take it game by game. It's just unfortunate that you have 3 games in a row. So if you are having a bad night, it's really going to hurt your record. But here we go, Drew. This is a big night. We got my brother on the ice, Nikki, a great friend of mine. This is a great battle. 2 playoff teams here, in my opinion, going at it right now.
And always get to look at some of the uniforms, some amazing colors on the team in white, and then possibly the greatest logo ever in the history of sports in the old Hartford Whalers for the team in dark. Going up is going to be 2C, 1C. They are in the white for this game. Going down in black is Quarantine Nutjobs, and we are underway. This is our first game of our 3-game series of the evening here. Puck battle in neutral ice, but actually it's just basically trying to figure out which teammate wants to keep the puck as Young Kelch backhands it back in deeper into their zone. It's scooped up by G.I. Joe Destro, a.k.a. Destro, who ends up clearing the zone, but it ends up coming right back in. Puck was loose on the doorstep. Thamps just could not knock it in. Nice save by Superstar, just making that stop as he was tested pretty early. The first actual shot on goal we have seen in this game. Chance now moving in the other way is, again, Quarantine Nutjobs with possession in the offensive zone. Long shot taken. It was redirected in front, but again, Superstar making the stop. You can basically call this one Billy Graham. He's just, Superstar Billy Graham making a save in net right there. Trying to make a reference because I know that Superstar is also a wrestling fan, as I am, and I believe you are as well. So there's a long shot from the point right off the faceoff. And again, Superstar coming up big, making that save. 2 captains, 1 cup, finally able to clear the zone. We'll see if they can get their first offensive chance of the game. Good job keeping the puck in the offensive end by Destro. Quick wraparound chance, and it's in. C-Dub picking up the first goal of the game on the first shot of the game for 2C, 1C.
And that's how you get to the best goalie in the league. Go hard to the net early, get a 1-0 lead. Wow, great start for C-Dub and his team.
Fantastic, really, right off the bat after defending an offensive onslaught from Nutjobs really quick. They responded in the biggest way possible. There's another shot on goal, turned aside as Nikki makes his first save of the evening. Skating out of the zone is Thamps, making the pass across to Marty McFly. That one poked away, though, and scooped up by C-Dub, who has the goal in this game. Nutjob manages to dump the puck back into the offensive end. But it's scooped up by 2C, 1C, and now this is Destro making that pass up. 2 passes later, it's Mr. Anderson. He's just going to dump it on in behind, giving chase, but it's Quarantine Nutjob scooping things up and clearing the zone. About midway through this first period of action, 2C, 1C on top, 1-0, thanks to a goal by C-Dub. Here come the Nutjobs. That long shot blocked. Good job there by C-Dub on the defensive end. He's got the puck now. Makes the pass up for Mr. Anderson. Anderson lost possession of the puck. Always got to say that twice. Thamps knocked off the puck, and the puck again scooped up by C-Dub.
Pretty good defensive battle here right now there. A little offside there, but a good defensive battle. Everybody seems to be picking each other up if they get caught out of position. It's a good hockey game so far.
Yeah, we saw a little bit of quick pressure right off the bat to start the game up, and now we've kind of seen the team settle in a little bit and now go into that feeling out process that you so often see at the beginning of these contests. Lucas entering the offensive end, but pushed off the puck. Good job there combining to make the steal. Marty McFly coming away with the puck. A little bit of sluggishness, at least on my monitor here. As it is,
yeah, I just saw a big lag spike there. A big lag spike.
I believe that's Marty McFly's DeLorean that is just jumping through time and creating a paradox. I don't know if he's going back and maybe Biff Tannen punched him or something, but we appear to have a stoppage here. We will see what happens. If,
the servers have been acting up all week, actually the past 2 weeks. And I'm not sure why exactly, but nonetheless, still, what's there left there? 7 minutes left in the first period with a 1-0 lead for Mr. Anderson's 2 captains, 1 cup.
Yep, and that is going to be a disconnect here. So take us through what the policy is here for 239 hockey when there is a situation like this. How does this game get continued onward? As you can see some of the stats here. From the first 12 minutes of this game.
Yeah, there's a couple options here. They might just replay the entire first period. They might just redo the game with a 1-0 lead, or they might let the time run for however much time was gone. I believe it's up to both captains. If it was me, I would let it run down, but for commentators like us, it could be a little dry. So perhaps they do play it out. But yeah, those are the rules. So, I mean, freak accidents like this happen all the time, especially when you have 12 guys trying to connect to a server at the same time. So I'm assuming they'll let the time run down, have the 1-0 lead, and we got to keep that in mind here for the when we load up the next game.
All right, so we are going to get a continuation of some kind from game number 1. We'll see what happens there. As you see, some of the players getting reconnected here from 2C, 1C, which is on your screen now. I do really like that the black uniform. That's the shorts from the Washington Capitals Winter Classic uniform there with the stars down the side. Always appreciated that look from the Caps.
I believe it was Young Kelch. He did create my jerseys, and I still use them to this day. He does a fantastic job. I just don't like the green. I'm not sure about you, but personally, not into the green.
Oh, I love neon green.
Oh, you love it. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so the beer league team that I started with a couple friends back in Florida 5-6 years ago, we went by the Coral Springs Cobras, which was named after the roller hockey league that we had played in growing up. And I designed the uniforms, and I took the old Anaheim Ducks style that has that swooping striping on the waist and the arms. If you remember that one from the mid 2000s, late 2000s. And basically we had a somewhere between a royal blue and a navy blue base. It was very much obviously blue, whereas navy can sometimes look black. And we had white, neon green, and then as a very faint accent color, we used red. It was basically just in the tongue on the logo and one very thin stripe on the waist and the sleeves. But it was always a navy, the blue jersey with neon green striping and a little bit of white, and then a very small touch of red. And I had actually designed a neon green version of that, but the league would not allow us to only have one jersey. So we had to get 2 anyway. So went with
pretty deep league there.
Well, they like to have their own rules set up and everything. So it's I get it though. If one team goes yeah, we're gonna be the red team, it's okay, so no other team can wear a red jersey.
Yeah, you need a dark and a white. Yeah, dark and a white for sure.
So the hope was that maybe if they had the if we were going to be hey, we're neon green, there isn't another color that we would not stand out against, but they didn't bite on that. So that one never got made as far as I know. Although the captain that replaced me when I left, when I moved, I think got one of those jerseys made just to kind of see it, because I had designed it and he sent it off and had it made for him just to kind of see what it looked like for $40 or whatever it was to get the jersey produced.
Yeah, they're nice. They're nice collector items too when you're done those leagues and stuff like that. I've got a bunch of old beer league jerseys. We were once sponsored by a burrito, so that was fun.
Just by a singular burrito?
No, but there was this brand new company called Burrito Jacks locally here in my hometown, and they sponsored our jersey. They paid for them, so appreciated that.
That's always nice. I haven't really run into that, but I've the beer league I've played out here in Las Vegas before the shutdown, I have had 3 different jerseys. I think we're going into a new season. We're going to have another new jersey for some reason.
No, you always need new jerseys, bud. That's how they do it. Right.
I like the design, but it's like, they keep trying to change the name and stuff, and it's, we were the Vegas Aces, and then people realized that was just the name of the WNBA team here. As the puck is dropped, and they're just going to waste the time here to get down to where things
this
were,
was one of the 2 options I put out there, and that's fine. It makes the game a bit more fair, I guess, so you don't give the other team an extra 12 minutes to get that goal back. That's probably the reasoning here. As we see the boys flip their sticks back and forth. What a job here. If you really look at this, the yellow guy here, he's putting in a lot of effort. The LB Neal, his wrist looks really shaky.
Yeah,
but yeah.
I like green. That would be Mr. Anderson. Anderson, just making sure that he's basically providing a safety net for that puck.
He doesn't
making sure that nobody comes in.
Doesn't want Kelch to lose that puck.
Well, I mean, Mr. Anderson lost Money in the Bank after winning it. He's the first person to win the Money in the Bank briefcase and not cash in successfully. He lost the briefcase to Edge. So, I could understand why Mr. Anderson would be a little, more protective of something as important as a hockey puck here in this kind of a game.
So before we get back into this, the stats were pretty even. I did take a quick glance at them. If you're just joining us now, it is a 1-0 hockey game for 2 captains, 1 cup. C-Dub with the big goal. He's playing center tonight for Mr. Anderson's team as Mr. Anderson has the puck, and he's fiddling around until the timer runs out. So we have a 1-0 lead. Quarantine Nutjobs in second place in the league. The website is not updated. And with a couple wins tonight, they'll secure their spot in second place, heading down the final 2 weeks for the playoff stretch.
Yep. And just for clarification for anyone who might be watching who is a really big WWE fan, I do know that Mr. Anderson went by Mr. Kennedy when he was in WWE.
That's true.
Just for the record, so it was Mr. Kennedy that won the Money in the Bank and failed to cash it in successfully because he lost the briefcase to Edge because they thought he was hurt. And,
I don't think one casual fan would even know who that guy is, to be completely honest.
Yeah, you'd have to have watched it for a while or have been a big fan during Ruthless Aggression era?
Yeah. The post-Attitude era.
Yeah. And I honestly was not a fan during that stretch. I kind of veered away towards the end of the Attitude era, just like with going to high school and then college and stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
It just wasn't as
Once
important.
Vince McMahon beat up Eric Bischoff, it was kind of like, okay, well, it's like a good movie. He's like, well, we knew it would happen.
All right, the puck has been sent out of play, so with 6:46 to go in the first, this is where we'll pick things up. Now, as D-Mart mentioned, it is a 1-0 lead. C-Dub picking up the goal for 2C, 1C. That is the team in white. The team in black is Quarantine Nutjobs. They currently trail here as we are back underway. Puck into the offensive end for 2C, 1C, but turned right over. Clancy now with it. Exits zone and getting it up for Marty McFly. He's going to make the play around. One-time feed. Oh, that one was close as it was sent to the slot. Clancy couldn't capitalize on the pass from Thamps. Played on the other way. Mr. Anderson. Anderson making the bank pass behind the net over to Lucas. Back up to the point and now dumped back in. Good read and steal by QN. Are we going to call him QN or just Nutjobs as far as a shorthand? Quarantine Nutjobs is just a lot of syllables to be going with every single time.
Yeah, Nutjobs is good for me, or Q. If you go with it, I'll follow. You just go with it. I'll pick up. I'll pick up.
We'll go with Nutjobs. They kind of have earned that here. I think if they're going to call themselves Nutjobs, we might as well call them Nutjobs. There's a quick shot, great glove save as Superstar flashing the leather there with 2:15 to go here in the first period. Shots on goal, by the way, before the disconnect were 3-2 in favor of Quarantine Nutjobs, as a tie-up off the draw allows Destro to move in and pick things up and start things out the other way. Turnover in the offensive end, scooped up and passed on ahead for Thamps. Thamps in the corner, plays it back to the defenseman. That's Derek. Back in, down low, and that centering feed just tucked in. Hello, McFly.
That was beautiful. Thamps with the delay pops out. Nice work back to the point. Marty McFly on the doorstep. We got a tie game.
Beautiful pass. And yeah, I mean, all he had to do was just Knock that right in.
Tap
that
it
was,
in.
Very well done. Just tap it in. Give it a little tap, tap, taparoo. Back to the Future themed player, and we went with an Adam Sandler movie reference.
We're all over the
Just
place, and I
sometimes
love
the way
it.
goes. C-Dub, that long shot knocked down by Nikki, making
That
that
was
good
dangerous.
Save.
Woo.
Yeah, right at the horn. And that, I think that stoppage, that pause, may have been a good thing for Nikki here, as it is 1-1 after one, as we take another look at McFly's goal.
Yeah, watch Stamps come in here. That was a quick pass, man. That was good. No one's going to miss that. Marty right where he needs to be. Yeah, and you're right. I think that layover there kind of benefited Marty McFly's team here, and Thamps and Shotgun, the nut jobs as we call them. We got a 1-1 game now, so it's back to where it was. We're back at even. We got 2 periods left.
Marty planted in front, proving he is not a Janetti, as he tucks that one in to tie things up. It is a 1-1 game. C-Dub with the goal for 2C, 1C prior to the stoppage. Shots on goal since the resumption of play were 2-1 in favor of the Nut Jobs. So now 5-3 in favor of the Nut Jobs after 20 full minutes of play.
And if you guys are just joining us,
jumping out at me, yeah.
Oh, face-offs 4-0 right now. What were they in the first? Did you get those?
I didn't see that.
I didn't write those down.
I don't think there were that many face-offs in the first half of the first period.
Yeah, we'll keep an eye on that. See how that
to be fair,
happens
one
tonight.
of those face-offs was off the resumption, which I don't know that they were necessarily,
yeah, you've got
fighting for the puck.
C-Dub versus Marty. I play with these guys all the time. And there goes another win for C-Dub.
So he has been perfect since the resumption of play. C-Dub in the offensive end, down low. He gets taken down, and we are going to have a power play chance for 2C, 1C, as they will have an opportunity here to try to retake the lead just 51 seconds into the period.
Now, I believe it was Stamps going to the box here, so a big power play chance for 2 captains, 1 cup to get the lead back.
And a face-off win for Marty McFly. That allows the Nut Jobs to just clear the puck almost all the way down the ice. Nice intercept there by Clancy, taking it away right at the opposing blue line, and at least killing off another 10, 15 seconds here. Entering the offensive end, that's Mr. Anderson. Battle for the puck. Anderson comes away with it. He tried to make that pass across for C-Dub, but it went towards the boards and is cleared out of the zone.
I believe a little miscommunication on that play. Those ones hurt on the power play. 43 seconds left. Great job here by Marty McFly and Shotgun's team to clear that puck at the face-off and back in the other zone here with 43 left on the power play.
Another big face-off win for the Nut Jobs here. Long shot got tipped in front and turned aside by Superstar. He played it, did not opt to cover it up. We've got about 10 seconds remaining on the man advantage. One last rush here, maybe a chance to set something up. C-Dub's shot is blocked. Rebound scooped up, and after a pass, Mr. Anderson's got the goal.
What a shot. A crazy rebound. Mr. Anderson picks it up in the slot, goes far post and in. That's a tough save for any goalie. What a shot.
He proving that he is the chosen one. You can call him Mr. Anderson, or you can call him Neo. It doesn't matter. It's a 2-1 game for 2C, 1C.
Great pass by Lucas as well there. Very underrated passer in this league. Great job to find Anderson in the slot.
And I am realizing that it's probably a Matrix reference instead of a Ruthless Aggression era wrestling reference. But that was a nice shot attempt by C-Dub. Just whistled it a bit wide. Puck still in the offensive end. Nice little spinning backhand chance for Mr. Anderson, but he sent it just about a foot wide of the post. Huge hit delivered by C-Dub, just knocking his opponent off the puck. And that eventually leads to 2C, 1C picking up possession. And they're going to have another power play chance here as a slashing call is coming up against the Nut Jobs.
Yeah, just a little too active there with the stick. And I believe I can't remember if it was a power play goal before, but it was right near the end or a power play goal. So another chance here.
Just after.
Okay. And it is a 2-1 hockey game for the fans at home.
Yep, so an opportunity to build on that 1-goal advantage here. They've got about 80 seconds remaining on the power play chance. In the offensive end is Lucas in the corner, banking it around the boards over from Mr. Anderson. He's got the most recent goal. What can he do here? Gets it down low. Chance, backhander, and C-Dub has his second.
Wow, great puck movement, great pass by Anderson, slick finish by Dub. That's his second of the night, and we have a 3-1 hockey game.
Just like that, those penalties, that first one allowed them to set up that second goal of the game, first since the resumption of play for Two Captains, One Cup. But that one, just coming on the power play, these penalties have been brutal for the nut jobs. We've got a whistle for an offside here with exactly 8 minutes gone by in the second period of this, our first game between the Quarantine Nut Jobs and Two Captains, One Cup. C-Dub goes for the tie-up off the draw. That allows Mr. Anderson to swoop in and scoop things up. Unable to clear the zone, though, are the nut jobs. Here's a chance for C-Dub down low. He's got two, but has his pocket picked, and it's moved on out. Marty McFly in the offensive end. Try to drop it back. May have had it poke checked away from him. Ends up in Derek's possession in the neutral zone, so they had to touch back up. Here comes McFly yet again. Great steal by Destro. And now another turnover, and Clancy has possession. Shogun from the point. That pass in, a rebound chance. Superstar making the stop as Marty McFly was right on the doorstep. Nutjob still holding the offensive zone. Big extended time of possession in the offensive end here, but finally ended as 2C1C moves it out. Mr. Anderson takes the shot from the slot, and that one swallowed up. I thought that one may have snuck in 5-hole on Nikki, but he did make the save.
Good pressure there by the nut jobs. They forced a lot of turnovers on that shift. Couldn't come up with a goal, but it's a good effort.
Past the halfway point here in the second period, 7.5 to play. A 3-1 lead for 2C1C, the team in white. Opportunity here for the nut jobs. Down low, trying to go to that backhand and just force it in was Thamps. Now another opportunity here down low. Great save made by Superstar. Puck still loose. Can he reach back to get it? No, as Kelch will scoop it up, make a pass, clearing the zone, skating it out is Mr. Anderson, and now he's in the offensive end. Pass in deep, around the boards. Chasing after it was Lucas. He could not get there as the puck is cleared out of the zone. Young Kelch will scoop it up in neutral ice, make the pass over for C-Dub. And a turnover, big steal on the backhand. That's the hat trick. C-Dub has his third of the game, and it's now a 4-1 lead for 2C1C.
And Mr. Anderson with the call tonight. Let's move C-Dub up to the front of the lineup, puts him at center, gives him a hat trick before the second period's even done.
Absolutely incredible. That one technically unassisted. A really good rush by 2C1C and an incredible finish by C-Dub, who's having himself quite the evening so far. Great centering feed attempt from Mr. Anderson, but it went just off a couple bodies and wide to the boards. Lucas in the corner, feeds it over for Anderson, back for Lucas, takes the shot, scooped up in front by Shotgun, and the zone has been cleared. Clancy in the offensive end, playing it back for Marty McFly, trying to take the shot, but it's knocked down in front. Destro with it, trying to clear the zone, makes the pass up for C-Dub. He's got 3 on the evening. Pass up for Mr. Anderson and back for C-Dub. Spin, the puck loose just next to the crease, but it's scooped up by Derek. He manages to make the pass up to Marty and clear the zone. Final 30 seconds of period number 2. Big turnover. Thamps down low, feed, and a goal!
I believe that's the same play. Is that the same play they did in the for their first goal? Nonetheless, Thamps to Marty McFly in the slot, bang, another goal. It's a 4-2 hockey game.
Very similar. Yeah, it was certainly similar. I think that the positioning was
a little higher. Marty was a little higher. Yeah.
You know, it's basically the same play, but it's a parallel 1985. You know, he scored either way, but it was just, you know, everything was just a little bit different.
Yeah, that was going in no matter what, for sure.
6.2 seconds left to go. A neutral ice face-off. Maybe a chance for one more shot if the team can hurry. Here it is. Thamps gets into the offensive end, makes that long backhander, but it was a little too slow anyway, but went wide. As that is the end of an eventful second period that saw 4 total goals, 3 of them for 2C1C as C-Dub completed the hat trick.
And if we go look at this tie-breaking goal, C-Dub wraps around the defender, quick backhand, right off Necky's pad and in. C-Dub a difference maker in this series right now, so it's 4-2 as we head into the third period.
Is it safe to say that this is kind of an unexpected marker? We were talking about Necky's save percentage and goals against average and everything before this game. Yeah, they just got him really quick on this one.
Yeah, they started off with that wraparound, and I wouldn't say it's really his fault. There's some really good scoring opportunities coming from Anderson and C-Dub up front. That you see that 1-2 punch. They like to give and go and create offense, and that's tough as a goalie when people are passing back and forth, especially with the C-Dub's got a nasty shot. So, but we'll see. If we look at the faceoffs, 12-3, so C-Dub still in charge of the faceoff department. Time on attack, pretty similar. But a minute more for Mr. Anderson's team. So,
and when you're talking about total shots on goal for this game to this point, there are actually 10 for the Nut Jobs and 7 for 2C1C, including the 5 total shots that we saw prior to the initial disconnect, where it was a 1-0 game on a C-Dub goal early on, or midway through the first period at that point. We are getting ready for the third period of play here, as the puck has now been dropped. Good tie up off the draw and a quick chance for Clancy. One-time centering feed. Did not make its way all the way through. He was looking for Thamps, but it was intercepted. Lucas in the offensive end has it taken away. Nice steal made by Marty McFly. Quick long shot, though, from in the high slot, and it went just wide. That would have been a tricky one for Nikki had the shot been on goal. Clancy playing it behind. Opportunity here. Short side shot, and Thamps scores.
Thamps conditioned that defense with 2 back-to-back passes. This time he keeps it for himself. Bang! We got a 1-goal game.
It is now 4-3, and you can see Clancy picked up the primary assist on that one as well. And here comes Clancy with the puck in the offensive end. Feed, shot, goal! We are all tied up as Marty McFly now has a hat trick.
Damn, Marty McFly versus C-Dub. C-Dub had the advantage with the faceoffs and goals. Marty's coming back strong, though. No quitting Marty McFly, nor the Nut Job. So we got a tie game here in the third period.
Unbelievable the way that went. Thamps, another point for him, his third assist of the game as we have a stoppage for an offside. And what a turn of events here in the third period. 2 quick goals in the first 3 minutes to make this a tie hockey game. Ignore the score that you see there. It's not 4-3. It is 4-4 with 16 minutes and 15 seconds or so remaining here in this one. C-Dub in the offensive end, trying to get one back. He's got 3 goals so far in this game. He's got possession in the corner, trying to center, takes the shot short side, and it was blockered aside. Ooh, backhander from the slot by Lucas, but it went wide. C-Dub's shot whistles wide towards the corner and banks all the way back into the 2C1C end, where it'll be Destro scooping things up and making the pass to start things out. C-Dub on the face-off logo, turnover just inside the blue line. Quick shot off of a steal.
Whoa!
And that one ends up whistling wide towards
Looks
the
like
boards.
Anderson is disconnected from this game, and that's an actual bot now for their left winger for 2 Captains, 1 Cup. If you notice, he doesn't have a color over him, and his name's Smith.
Yes.
So there might be a pause here. I'm not too sure, but it's never fun to play against a CPU player. Nice pass.
2-on rush. Whoa! 2-on-1 rush. And a huge save made by Superstar as Clancy had the opportunity from the slot. They've scored twice on plays very similar to that with that long, quick cross-ice pass. But that time, Superstar made the stop.
Marty doing a good job on the faceoffs. As I said that he loses, but he was down 12-3. It is now 12-7, at least in this broadcast.
So it does look like we're continuing post-disconnect. Mr. Anderson being out. Here's an opportunity with the puck loose in the blue paint. Huge kick save made as Superstar coming up with a big showing of that kicking out that left leg to make that huge stop.
And I just got word from the back that Anderson was gone. He got kicked out before their last 2 goals from the quarantine nut jobs. So just keep that in mind here, folks. Oh, big save.
Quick shot off the faceoff, and a save is made by Superstar. That chance for Thamps. Puck moved on out, and here comes C-Dub with possession in the slot, moving down, takes the shot. Puck stopped on the way to the crease and cleared out. Clancy dumping it in. Around the boards, it's scooped up by Kelch. He's going to play it on ahead. And now Lucas with it. Plays it over to the computer player, the substitute there. That would be Smith. Long shot taken, just trying to maybe make that bank pass for C-Dub, but it was picked up, read very well by the nut jobs and played out.
You see,
Marty McFly's got a hat trick.
What I don't understand is Mr. Anderson can't come back to the game because they've already had 1 restart. But if I was the other team, I would want to restart, because why would you want to play against a bot? I don't understand the logic here, but it's their call. So Quarantine Nutjob's deciding to continue the game and not let Anderson come back. I mean, I get it. It is in the rules. You don't want to keep restarting the game over and over. But if I had the option, I would definitely restart this game and not play against the bot, because he's going to be able to bang in these greasy rebounds close to the net. Oh, my! What a cut!
Right on that one. Lucas with a beautiful move, and he picks up the goal to re-give the lead to 2C1C.
What a cut by Lucas coming in. He doesn't need the bot. He's just going to do his thing. Assisted by Dub there. So Dub racking up another point. Look at this. Cut in far side. Yeah. Thank you. Great goal.
And a bit to your point, I mean, if you are looking, though, you got to compare it. Mr. Anderson in 9 games played with the stats that have been kept on the website. 9 goals, 22 assists, and also only 8 penalty minutes. So maybe trying to keep him out was a strategic move, but it is now 5-4 2C1C. With about 3 minutes, a little over 3 minutes left to go in this game. Chance now. Thamps in the offensive end. Good poke check there. Young Kelch getting the stick in the lane. Computer pressing over at the point there, but possession still held. Now intercepted by C-Dub as he will skate it out. Under 2 minutes to go. Fed up for Lucas. Another chance here. Lucas behind the goal line. And now the Computer with the puck. Bank pass. Very nicely thrown bank pass, in fact. Puck down low. Smith playing it back up top for Young Kelch. D-to-D pass. His shot is blocked. Maybe an odd man rush the other way, but a great recovery by Destro, getting the stick in there to poke it free. 50 seconds left to go. C-Dub trying to ice things, trying to find Lucas down low, but the pass was intercepted. Long play ahead. No icing on this one. 2C1C recovers the puck, but a turnover there. Thamps playing it back to the point. Clancy with it. Banking it around down low. 30 seconds remaining. Puck in the corner. Young Kelch trying to play it out, but a nice intercept. Marty McFly. Long shot from the point taken. Superstar making the stop as Derek had the opportunity. Opts not to cover it up.
The confidence.
Play here.
The confidence of Superstar just to throw this puck out in a 1-goal game. You got to love it.
Puck still in his zone. Thamps with it in the corner. Feed towards the center. That shot redirected in front and ends up wide. One last opportunity. Shot on goal. Superstar covers, holds. 2.2 left to go.
And if you fans are joining us just now, it is actually a 5-4 game. Two captains, 1 cup with the lead with 2.21. Marty McFly is going to have to get a key draw here and a quick shot.
But he loses that. Huge face-off win by C-Dub, and that will seal the dub for 2C1C. A 5-4 final score. And you can see the shots on goal to end things. 10 for the 2C1C side, and actually before they quit out, I did not see what the total shots were for the Quarantine Nutjobs. I was making a note on my score sheet, so but more shots than 10 for the Nutjobs in that first game.
Yeah, it seemed like
They
a
had
pretty
10 entering the third period.
It seemed like a pretty even game. Maybe a little slow start there, but man, that opened up there going into the second and third period there. Anderson did disconnect. I don't think the Computer played a big role either way in that game. So yeah, I don't know. It's just sometimes if you do disconnect like that, and if I had the option, I would not. I do not like playing bots in this game. You know, it's just a thing, but it's understandable. It's already 11:43 my time, and we just finished the first game. With if you keep restarting every series, you might never get off the Xbox. So. But yeah, 1-0 series lead right now for 2 captains, 1 cup. Mr. Anderson gets the first 2 points of this series.
11:43. So you're in that very unique time zone. The Atlantic time zone?
That's correct.
Gotcha.
We're out east on the ocean here, bud.
Oh yeah, you're really east on the ocean there. That's the Canada only one, or do you guys share that with Greenland?
No, I believe it's just us. I'm not sure. I could look it up, but honestly,
just
I don't
you
trust my
Islanders.
computer right now. It's, I've been having some CPU issues, so I don't think I'm going to touch anything. I'm just going to let the next game load up and enjoy myself. But yeah, that was a pretty fun game there. It is kind of frustrating though. Imagine if Shotgun's team there ended up having a 5-4 lead, but it was actually a tied game. We would have had to redo that all over again and start a new game just to see who would score 1 goal and then quit that. So thank God for that finish by, I believe it was Lucas with a massive goal, cut in, went far side, bang, 5-4 final.
Yeah, so the game winner by Lucas, he had at least 1 assist on Mr. Anderson's goal in the second period. And of course, C-Dub, a hat trick, picking up an assist on Lucas's game winner, the primary assist, in fact, on Lucas's game winner in the third period. Shots in the third period were 7-3 in favor of the Nut Jobs. They did score twice, but that goal that they gave up to Lucas ended up being the deciding factor. It was the game changer because, they stormed back to tie things up. They were down 4-2 after 2, and the way that third period started, it looked like it was going to be the Nut Jobs' game to win after they scored 2 really quick goals to open up the third period.
Yeah, and I was getting messages from Mr. Anderson saying how upset he was that he couldn't jump back in there. And he did inform me that his bot was out there for 2 of the goals. He is a great defensive player, so it is probably frustrating to watch a bot not be able to pick up a man like Anderson can. It's more for the defensive, I believe. Dub and Lucas can work the puck fantastically, and I'm more scared about if that computer guy picks up a rebound and just buries it on you, because that's demoralizing. You can't blame anybody. You can't say, you can't be mad. You can't talk to him, especially in a 12s league. So, nonetheless, we hit up game 2 here, and 2 points right away. And Nikki, maybe a slow start. Maybe I cursed him. Let's see how he picks it up here in game 2.
Yeah, we were talking about what you had to do if you were 2C, 1C going into that first game to try to, get to a goalie like him. And it seems like 2C, 1C accomplished that because they scored before the disconnect in the first period, C-Dub picking up the goal, and then they scored 3 goals in the second, which was just mind-blowing to see against a guy who gives up, on average, about 2 2/3 goals per 60 minutes of play.
Yeah, this is not going to help his averages. But we have another game. I thought Thamps had a good game. Him and Marty were connecting on those plays. And even Marty, he was scoring from every... You got to pick up Marty in the slot. How about that? Great game by my brother there. I believe he had 4 points. So
yeah, you got to get down into the dirty spots, get down into that manure, and just, battle him. You got to battle Marty McFly.
No lineup changes here tonight. We're going to keep going.
It's always appreciated here. I'm actually going to update the jersey numbers on my score sheet here because some of those that I had are, I think, a little outdated. So I'm going to just make a couple of changes. Actually, all of them appear to be outdated on the numbers that I had written down. Maybe I just copied it over from a previous guy. Oh, McFly's number is the same.
Yeah, McFly. Thamp should be the same.
I actually had a different one down for him. I think I must have copied something over from a previous team when I was just building my own sheet. And just not updated the jersey number for some reason. So,
it's all right.
But that's just the way it goes. But yes, we are now ready for game number 2. So 2C, 1C picking up the win in game number 1. If you're the Quarantine Nut Jobs, what do you have to do here to get back into this series in game number 2?
I believe it comes down to scoring first. They can score. They just put up 4 goals against Superstar. So these are tough, tight series, so whoever gets the first goal really has the command. So look for them to come out strong here early. They gave up the first goal last game, and that really did come back to bite them as they lost the game by 1 goal. So maybe continue to give that puck to Thamps in the corner, let Marty go into the front of the net for a couple tappies. That'd be my game plan.
2C, 1C now wearing the black and neon green. Quarantine Nut Jobs will be wearing the white with the Hartford Whalers logo on the chest. 2C, 1C again going upwards on your screen. Quarantine Nut Jobs, meanwhile, going downwards on your screen. And Marty McFly coming away with a face-off win to start things as Clancy sends the puck deep into the zone. Quick steal right behind the net. Early opportunity for Thamps, but he had his pocket picked as he was right on the doorstep. C-Dub looking to build off of his big success in game 1. Nice feed and a shot! And Mr. Anderson with another goal. And just like that, it's 1-0, 2 captains, 1 cup.
Ando excited to get back on the ice. Nice setup there by Dub. Nice finish. 1-0 early. Very, very early in this game.
Really impressive. That is the second straight game that they have scored in their first shot on goal. There's a quick shot again. That one taken by Lucas, but Nikki making the save there. We've seen that now in 2 games out of 2 as we have a whistle for an offside. That 2C, 1C has scored on their first shot of the game. That has to be a difficult thing for Nikki.
That's a difficult thing for the entire team, okay? Because not only is it bad for Nikki, but the whole team now has to bounce back. They have to score 1 more goal just to get back to even, and you're only a minute 20 into the game. It's tough.
Lucas in the offensive end, his shot goes just a bit wide and towards the corner. Scooping things up is Derek. He'll bank it around the boards. Nice steal by Lucas, recovering the offensive end. Feed down from Mr. Anderson. Try to spin it back in front, but it ends up in the corner. And now Clancy skating it out of the zone. Huge hit. Very nicely delivered by Destro right in front of the bench. Young Kelch with it. Makes the pass up. C-Dub in the offensive end. Back. Shot was taken, and it goes off of the skate as Kelch took that one from the very high slot area. And now Thamps skating in, maybe trying to look for that centering pass again, but well read and played as Destro made some nice contact. Here comes Thamps one more time. Down low, puck behind the net. Good steal by C-Dub. He'll just move to the corner and make the bank pass over for Destro, who manages to make the pass to clear the zone as Lucas has it. Battle for possession. Lucas comes away with it in the offensive end, but it's stolen right back as Derek has it. Bank pass up, and Thamps moves it up ahead for Marty McFly. Back for Thamps. He's going to manage to skate and pick up the loose puck. McFly was really knocked down, so he was kind of out of it. Thamps had to try to hold the other team off while his player recovered, but was unable to do so. We're now in that puck possession battle time of the game here as we hit the halfway mark of period number 1. 1-0 game on Mr. Anderson's first goal of the contest and his second goal of this 3-game series.
And for those fans back home, if you look at Destro's stats on the 239 website, leads the league in hits by a landslide. He's already thrown 3 clean hits tonight. Here we go. What a goal by Dub. And just like that, it is 2-0.
C-Dub picking it up right in front. Just a beautiful move. I don't know why Dallas, but sure, Dallas with the nice goal there. Just an incredible move and a great pass to get the puck over to him by Mr. Anderson. Returning the favor, basically, from the first goal of this game.
And just to clear, that Dallas, Kelch made the jerseys. Kelch is from the Dallas area, and that's probably why they're in the town Dallas right now.
That would make sense. I guess this is the Dallas Stars' more neon-colored practice facility. Marty McFly leveled as he got the puck into the corner. Quick pass and a shot from the point by Derek, but it ended up being ricocheting off a couple bodies and ends up wide.
And these goals are nice. These goals are nice on Nexus. I mean, it's tough to save those goals when you're barreling in like that. The size of Dub's guy, he's a big power forward. And there's a penalty on the play there. So I believe Kelch just got absolutely annihilated. No, it was a trip. But nonetheless, here comes a power play for a team that's already up 2-0.
And that's Thamps heading off to the box. He'll be off for 2 for that trip. 5:03 to go here in the first period. C-Dub comes away with the big offensive zone faceoff win back to Destro. Setting things up, quick D-to-D pass, that long shot blocker down by Nikki as young Kelch had that opportunity. Puck still in the offensive end. Here's a chance, Mr. Anderson. Feed! And Lucas scores! That is another goal, and it's a power play marker. It is 3-0.
Floodgates have opened. Lucas with the easy bury, Mr. Anderson. Beautiful pass. The Dallas crowd excited tonight.
Mr. Anderson, a goal and 2 assists in this first period. 4:34 left to go. It is a great number if you're a wrestling fan, because that is the length of CM Punk's fantastic WWE Championship reign. Nice clearing pass by Superstar. And here's a break-in chance. Really good job of recovering by Shotgun, poking that puck right towards the corner. And that turns the things the other way. Thamps trying to make that pass, but Marty McFly was not as low as I think Thamps thought he was going to be. Quick pass to himself. Puck loose, right outside the blue paint. McFly maybe looking for that wraparound, pinned up against the boards. Pass over for Thamps, now spinning around with it towards the slot area, back for Clancy. Knocked away. Puck still loose, picked up by Clancy yet again. Bank pass over for Thamps. He's going to scoop it up on the left side of your screen. Dropped off. Nicely. Dangerous.
Very
pass
lucky.
by young Kelch.
Very lucky, Kelch.
2C, 1C managed to get the puck all the way to the other side. Final 5 seconds. Maybe a chance for one more shot, but we're not going to see it, as that is an Omaha play, but it will go for an icing instead. 0.4 seconds left to go. So Marty McFly technically has an opportunity here to try to win this and just take a clean shot. It is on his shooting side. He does shoot left-handed, so this is a good opportunity. Maybe he can get away, but no. C-Dub comes away with a face-off win, and that will do it for, if you're a fan of 2C, 1C, a fantastic first period of play. 3-0 after 1. thanks to some really nice play here. Is plenty of goals to talk about, but also big body checks.
Oh,
from
a 2-for-1
Kelch.
there for Kelch. A big 2-for-1. Yeah, big, hot start here. If you're just joining us, D-Mart here alongside Farbsy. And it's 1-0 series right now. 2 points for Mr. Anderson's 2 captains, 1 cup. The Quarantine Nutjob, second place in the league right now. But they're down, and they're down hard. 3-0. You can't look at Nikki there. He can't do much against that. That's a nice goal.
It's a really tough thing to see. Shots on goal in that period. Wow, 5-0 officially in favor of 2C, 1C. The Nutjobs definitely had at least some offensive opportunities, but they did not really have. It wasn't technically a shot. They tried to push it on goal. They tried to center the puck and just could not get it on net, where Superstar technically had to make a save. Superstar did come up big with at least 1 or 2 plays in that period, though.
Yeah, look for the Quarantine Nutjobs to come out here a bit more aggressive, maybe attack the net a bit more. They were a bit passive that period, and they're down 3-0, so maybe a few more drives, especially from Thamps' side on the right wing.
They're going to need it here because they are down 3-0 with 20 minutes in the books. Nice steal made by C-Dub, but all for naught as the turnover bug bites him immediately, and things go back the other way. Offside whistle, just 1:09 into the period, as Shotgun brought the puck in just offside. So a neutral ice faceoff is coming right in front of the penalty boxes. Marty McFly winning that draw straight back to his defenseman, and now they could try to set things up. Clancy enters the offensive end. He'll just bank it in, dump it in. I believe he had his stick broken on that play. Or no, he's going to be able to pick that one up. It was, he has, I think, a white upper half of his hockey stick, and it just blended into the ice.
Oh!
Huge hit delivered. Unbelievable, as Destro just destroying Clancy along the boards.
I think I got a Charlie horse just watching that. Whew.
Good opportunity there. Marty McFly, I believe, is going to get credit for the first shot on goal of the game for the Quarantine Nutjobs. But Superstar making the stop. Mr. Anderson in the offensive end, hands it off for C-Dub, back for Anderson. Interesting looking no-look pass, but probably should have looked at it as it went right to Thamps. And now Thamps in the offensive zone. Shot blocked, but the rebound was right there, and McFly was stopped. One-time feed across the ice, and Thamps is turned aside. Not sure if the defensemen were getting in there to make those saves for 2C, 1C, or if they go to Superstar, but either way, well done by 2 captains, 1 cup. Marty McFly with possession, gets it over for Clancy, trying to center it back for Thamps. McFly will scoop things up and try to set something up in the offensive end. Plays it back to the defenseman. Derek, D-to-D pass, that long shot block, never made its way through. McFly in the corner. McFly looking for Thamps cross ice, but Mr. Anderson was there for the intercept. C-Dub dumps it in, giving chases Lucas. He'll get there in the corner. Lucas, bank pass for Anderson. Anderson now trying to spin towards the front of the net. Does so. His shot was slowed down as Marty McFly made the nice hit. C-Dub with it, but lost it. Clancy now in the offensive zone. Centers himself. Feed for McFly. Shot. Blocker to side. Rebound opportunity. McFly behind the net, but the puck is taken away by young Kelch. They can't clear the zone yet, but they do now. Marty McFly entering the zone, just barely staying onside. Up for Thamps, trying to get it back to the defenseman, but a good read and intercept by Lucas, as our camera's going to catch up here. C-Dub in the offensive zone. Has a little bit of time and space, trying to get towards the center, but got a little bit greedy on his positioning and turned it over. Zone cleared by the Nutjobs, but only just, as it was intercepted by 2C, 1C. 7 minutes to go here in the second period of play. Back to that possession battle. McFly moved it on ahead. Battle for it. Who's going to come away with it? It'll be Clancy. Drops it into the zone. McFly playing it back to the defenseman. Long shot. The puck was turned onto the net, but save made by Superstar. And now young Kelch will play it on ahead. Destro makes the pass up for Lucas. Knocked away. And now Thamps playing it up for McFly. McFly back for Clancy. Clancy moves in, pushes it on goal. The puck loose. McFly scoops it up. What can he do with it? Marty McFly, cross-ice pass, went to the wrong green player as Mr. Anderson was there for the intercept. On the other side, C-Dub in the slot. Pass. Shot from Lucas went off the side of the net, and now it will be played towards the out of the zone. It is now out of the zone, but a nice interception by young Kelch, and he's rushing in. The defenseman in the corner.
Ooh.
Kelch trying to center, was looking for Lucas, but he was held up. Good job using the tie-up feature right in front. Marty McFly making the pass over for Thamps. He's pushed off the puck. Young Kelch will pick things up, battle for it, and now the puck cleared out of the zone. Lucas turning it over at center ice. Under a minute to go. Thamps spinning away from one defender. Tried to center from McFly. It went off of a skate, I believe, and back towards center ice. Resetting, but Lucas makes the intercept in neutral ice. Mr. Anderson, final seconds. What can he do from the slot? He fans on the shot. Final 2 seconds, and that will do it for a scoreless second period of play as we remain 3-0 after 2.
Yeah, a great game here. Great defense. Destro just smoking everybody tonight. Kelchi having a great job on the blue line as well. These guys are the twin towers back there, just like the Bash Bros from the Mighty Ducks. Look at these hits.
Love seeing physical play like that. We didn't see any goals in the period, but a very good back-and-forth competitive frame. There's another one of those hits, very nicely done, knocking the stick free, or at least keeping Clancy down for a little bit. Good opportunities as well, as Superstar had to make his first saves of the evening, and a lot of them, 5 shots on goal in that period compared to just 1 for 2C, 1C, but Superstar making all 5 stops in the frame.
Yeah, a better period by the Nut Jobs. They attacked a lot more. Thamps created a lot of opportunity there. Marty was trying some sauce passes across the middle of that period. It didn't seem to work, but it does create some buzz there because sometimes you throw it in the middle, it bounces off a skate, and you got a great scoring chance. So they did attack a lot more. Got 5 shots compared to 0 in that period. And it's only 3-0. Anything can happen, but Superstar, one of the best goalies in the league. I don't think we'll see another game where he's going to let up 4 this series.
Quarantine Nut Jobs are going to need 4 if they're going to come away with a win in this contest. It is 3-0 as we begin the final 20 minutes of the second game of our 3-game series this evening. C-Dub making the pass up from Mr. Anderson. Back for C-Dub. Takes a shot. Oh, he had some open net, but he missed it entirely. Back in the slot. Pushed off of the puck. Good defense there by Derek, and that allows the zone to be cleared. McFly playing it back. Long shot taken. Plink going off of Mr. Anderson and scooped up immediately by Young Kelch as they're able to clear the zone.
I believe we have another lag-out moment.
Yep, Mr. Anderson tied up against the boards, and yep, that is now going to be another...
And look at that computer pass. Look at this game. Look at this game. What a pass by the bot.
Beautiful pass there. I'm just going to call him Mr. Kennedy. So, I mean, it is fitting if it is a Matrix reference for Mr. Anderson to be the one to be controlled by the computer.
I love it. I love it.
As we have an offside whistle, 15:29 to go here in the third period.
We'll see what's going to happen here with the disconnect. There might be a restart. That doesn't look like it. Looks like they're just going to play on here, and you got to feel for Mr. Anderson. Wait a minute.
Second straight third period.
He's out. He's out. That green tab was stuck on him for a second, but it was the other player there. It was Thamps.
Couple of quick shots, but neither of them go on goal. And there's another one that is forced wide by Young Kelch. Well defended on this scoring opportunity here for the Quarantine Nut Jobs. Young Kelch will spin away from the attacking Thamps and skate it out of the zone. Pass up for Mr. Kennedy, and he ends up going offside.
And we'll see how the bot does perform. Last game, Anderson dropped. They scored 2 quick ones on the bot. But then we know what happened later when Lucas came in and buried that game-winning goal. So 3-0, Anderson out of this game for the third period for the second time tonight.
Lucas in the offensive end will just send it in deep, so the computer was chasing it down, but it was picked up by the Nut Jobs, and the zone has been cleared. Thamps moving towards the slot, try to make that, I think, the loose puck deke, but C-Dub was in really good positioning and kept him from recovering the puck once he gave it up. McFly making that bank pass was looking for Clancy, but it was intercepted on the way. Clancy will fight for it, try to get it back, but C-Dub comes away with it. Halfway through the third period, just about. C-Dub's going to make that long pass. I don't think the Omaha works when the computer is the player that's giving chase. So we got a stoppage with 10 minutes and 20 seconds to go here in the third.
Yeah, and here's going to be the difference. Dub's going to work with Lucas more on that right side, where Dub had both options. You won't see Dub work any puck position, puck movement with a computer. So that left side is very limited in the last 10 minutes of this game.
C-Dub, after winning the faceoff, manages to get the pass to get out of the zone. Beautiful spin move coming in onside, but he then loses possession moments later. Here's a rush. McFly trying to find Thamps. The puck was loose in the blue paint, Superstar recovered. He had gone post to post and had to reach back to cover up for that whistle just past the halfway point of this period. 8:57 to go in the third. Face off again, won by C-Dub. He's going to hold things here. I think they're going to settle for trying to just waste down as much clock as he can. C-Dub doing an amazing job of playing keep away. Gets into the slot and then loses possession as Thamps will make the steal. Now Thamps in the offensive zone, backing away, coming back. McFly spinning on that backhand chance, but I believe it was a poke check by Destro, forcing the puck away. Decent little bang pass thrown by the computer there.
Very sketchy to play with the CP. Very sketchy times. Here he comes.
Neo sends it in deep, and that one just recovered immediately by Derek and played on out for the quarantine nut jobs. Under 5.5 to play here. McFly was trying to center, maybe looking for Clancy or Thamps, but it never got there as it banked off a defending player and towards the boards. Neo with possession.
Neo!
Shot. Rebound was there. Try to drop the knee. Lucas also looking for that rebound chance, but Necki made the big save.
Oh, great D.
C-Dub with the great steal, and now McFly picking things up from the neutral zone. Down low for Thamps. Back for McFly. The backhander on goal. Superstar coming back. He had tried to go towards the other post, but it was on his glove side, and he was able to just reach out and snatch it out of the air like Randy Orton grabbing someone for an RKO out of nowhere.
Neo's got the puck. Watch out. He's just going to kill the clock. Look at that perfect dump by Neo.
Player of the game, MVP. And I don't mean Montel Vontavious Porter. I mean, most valuable player.
Another missed pass.
I never
there.
remember which of the names gets the Avius. So I always want to.
I know. I don't even. I just call him MVP because I don't even know his full. Yeah.
Neo in the corner with under a minute to go, doing a great job.
Look at this pass by Neo.
C-Dub in front. Tried to force it in, trying to make it a 4-0 game, but it was denied by Necki. The puck now on the other end. Shotgun, trying to take that shot. The puck was down low. Clancy's shot, I think, went off the skate of young Kelch and wide. Here's a chance, though. Quick shot taken. Superstar makes the save, and he'll hang on with 33 seconds remaining in this third period.
And it looks like another 2 points. 33 seconds left, but we're almost to that finale. It looks like it's going to be a series win here for the two captains, one cup over the second place team in the league as Neo comes up with Dub. Dub, little dangle. Nice save by Necki.
Necki making that good stop there on that 2-on-1 against Neo and C-Dub, and now icing against the quarantine nut jobs. And if there was a little bit of a chance left,
it's
time-wise on that last face-off, it is now gone. 19.5 to play, a face-off in the defensive end for the nut jobs, and a 3-goal deficit. C-Dub comes away with the face-off win just for good measure. Destro will just dump it in. Neo scoops it up, trying to get away from the attacking Derek, but he could not. Final 10 seconds here.
Great two-way game by Dub.
C-Dub, he's been playing fantastic. Knocked off the puck. It doesn't matter. For the first time this season, Superstar has himself a shutout, and that is another 2 points and another victory for two captains, one cup.
And that's a series win here in 2-3-9. We have one more game. The points are on the line, but the write-up, the smack talk belongs to two captains, one cup.
And you got to give it up for the guy who's going to make the shutout. He didn't get tested at all in the first period, but he was tested plenty in the second and third, and Superstar came up big.
Yeah, a great bounce-back game by Superstar. He let in 4 goals in the first game. Come back this game, stop everything. Maybe he adjusted to what Thamps and Marty were doing from that right side in those high slot. But nonetheless, still a pretty even game. More time on attack for the nut jobs. But when you have those, we talked about it earlier, those early goals really killed the team because you're now forced to maybe not try something as creative because you really want to score and get that game tied or at least close. So early leads in this game kills.
Mr. Anderson, before his disconnect, 1 goal, 2 assists, was part of all 3 of those goals in the first period. Had the primary assist as well on each of the goals that he did not score. He does have the game-winning goal. He scored first in the contest. C-Dub, a goal and at least 1 assist on that one as well. Just the 1 assist, in fact. And then the other one going to Lucas, a power play goal from Mr. Anderson.
Yeah, one
That
for one on the
throws
power
it
play,
off.
too. Thamps taking the tripping penalty, his second minor of this series. It's costly because that does let Lucas score that goal. They do get up 3-0. And against a tough, tight hockey team like Mr. Anderson has, it's tough to get back into these hockey games. And we talked about it, Dub scoring a minute 20 into that game. So that's the pressure you want to do. That's what you want to do to these teams. You want to get up early. And the time on attack will vary because if you do have a 3-0 lead, you're not pushing the pace as much. You're not over-committing down low on cycle play. So you will lose that time on attack most of the time if you're winning the game 3-0 or so heading into the third period. But a great job, great defense, great hitting by the defensive core on Mr. Anderson's team. Destro and Kelch just banging bodies out there.
Absolutely, and for the second straight game, they have a power play goal. For the second straight game, they score on their first shot on goal of the contest. And 2C1C jumping out to a 2-0 lead in this series, heading in to what is coming up next, our game number 3. So one thing you could take if you're nut jobs, if you're trying to find some kind of silver lining from that game, is if you remove the first period, they outshot 2C1C 9-5, and the score was even because neither team scored after the first period. The downside is that they didn't score at all in that stretch or in that game, but they did, at least in the second period, get to slow down 2C1C, outshooting them 5-1. Is there anything, obviously you're playing for the points in the standings. If you're quarantine nut jobs, you don't want to be swept, especially if the other team's going to get to talk some trash about you regardless.
And we're on live TV, baby. No one wants to get swept on live TV.
Exactly. What do you have to do if you're the nut jobs here, aside from making the save on the first shot of the game?
Because that's the obvious elephant in the room. That's the elephant in the room. But pretty much, right. I just look at it as they just need to get the first goal. I say it every time. Whoever gets the first goal controls the game. So if it is 1-0 on a whatever, you're in control of the entire game. You're not playing catch up. So I think that's the biggest thing. These teams are both evenly talented, and I think it comes down to the mental game after one team scores a goal. So if Nikki can stop the first shot of this game, I think they'll be all right. And also, you got to consider that maybe they did have much more pressure because Neo joined the game for both of game threes, both third periods. So, and that's tough to create offense with, as we saw Dub and Anderson working very well on that left side all night. And when you only reduce it to one side, it's pretty predictable. Marty McFly, one of the best setters in the league, he'll be able to read that. And he knows that Dub's not going to pass to Neo. Unless it's maybe a dump-in or something like this. So going into this final game, I believe it always comes down to who will score the first goal. So if Thamps and Marty can connect on this game, get a couple goals, get up 2-0, I think it's their game. So 4 points now for 2 captains, 1 cup. It's D-Mart here with Farsby. Farbs, I can't say your name, dude, and you know what? It's killing me. It's killing me. But yes,
all good.
4 points.
Farb, a.k.a. Farbsy.
Thank you. You can do it for me. But yes, so now 2 captains, 1 cup will be 14-11-1 now on the season, and the Nut Jobs move to 17-8-1. So a lot of implications here for 2 captains, 1 cup, because they were pretty much a 500 team before this series, and they're on the verge of sweeping the second-place team in the league. This would be huge, as there's only 2 weeks left going into playoffs.
So we are set now for game number 3. This is it. The series has been decided. It will be 2 captains, 1 cup. The team now in white coming away with the series win. But the Quarantine Nut Jobs have a lot to play for in those standings. As you just said, D-Mart, here. We're going to have a delayed penalty coming yet again immediately to open this game against the Nut Jobs. And playing some keep away so that they've got some time here on the delayed penalty is 2C1C.
Ooh.
Back in the end, they're going for that extra attacker, and the puck almost went into the empty net. Going to be dangerous there, but Mr. Anderson playing it up. They wanted to get Neo out on the ice, I think, after he was so successful in the last third period.
He didn't do too bad.
A tripping call is coming against Clancy here, and another power play chance for 2C1C.
And if I'm correct, I believe the 100% on the power play right now, or at least
I think they're 67%.
67%. Okay.
They were
1 for 3
in game 1 and 1 for 1 in game 2.
2 for 3. My goodness.
Face off 1 as Mr. Anderson controls in the corner, leaves over for C-Dub. Dub behind, plays it over for Lucas. Feed, Mr. Anderson, his shot went off of the knee. I believe that was Marty McFly, and they will clear the zone and send it all the way down the ice. Destro giving chase. He'll scoop it up. Bank pass over for Lucas. Centered for C-Dub. They're now in the offensive end. Dub plays it for Anderson. Behind, trying to center it back. Lucas had dropped the knee, but the puck didn't get to him. McFly with the intercept. Played it on ahead. Thamps in the offensive zone, shorthanded. 30 seconds remaining on the power plays. He gets crushed, but ends up taking the body checker down with him as Destro tripped over him. Happens to me all the time in this game. Lucas on the rush, on the power play. Huge stretch and save by Nikki. Puck still in the zone. We're back to 5-on-5, 6v6 hockey. Young Kelch, long shot knocked down by Marty McFly. And now a 2-on-2 rush the other way, perhaps. Centered. McFly takes a shot on the short side, and the save was made by Superstar. Clancy will bank it around. McFly scoops up, just quick backhand pass. Was intended for Thamps, but intercepted. And Dub will clear it out. Thamps re-entering the offensive end now. Spinning with it in the faceoff circle. Long shot taken, but well wide. Clancy with it. Short, just a low angle shot, but tried to just get it on goal. Superstar made the save. Back to center, and Mr. Anderson played over for Young Kelch. He'll just dump it in. Getting there first was Shotgun, and he will clear the zone with a couple passes. And now Clancy within the offensive end, but a great poke check sends the puck all the way down the ice. It's going to have to be played by the defenseman for the nut jobs. Big pressure here. Great forecheck from Mr. Anderson. Puck loose, scooped up, and good job of keeping things onside by Lucas as he made that really instantaneous pass back for his defenseman. Mr. Anderson in the offensive zone, holding up so his teammates can get settled. Good poke check by Thamps, but it goes right to C-Dub. Dub in the corner. Puck now beneath the goal line. Dub making that bank pass. Lucas trying to give chase, but it's going to be scooped up by Shotgun. And a couple passes later, it's now Clancy sending it in deep as he got lit up yet again. 7.5 minutes to play here. Game number 3. The series is 2-0, 2 captains, 1 cup, but the game is scoreless. Just barely no icing on that play. C-Dub now with possession as he passes it up for Mr. Anderson, and now Lucas in the zone going to the forehand. I don't think he got the shot away, but Nikki was staying with him.
Yeah, Necky's looking really good in this game so far.
Lucas taking that shot right on goal, and Nikki will just swallow it up and hang on with 5 minutes and 20 seconds to go here in the first period, still scoreless.
Yeah, Nikki on that power or that penalty kill, keeping his team in the game. We were talking about whoever gets the first goal has the advantage. Nikki making sure his team doesn't go down early.
Good face-off, one in the defensive end by Marty McFly, winning it back, but a big turnover. Lucas with possession and positioning, circling the net, going for that backhander on the backhand. Excuse me, the wraparound on the backhand. It's covered up by Nikki. Of course, a backhander would be on the backhand. I don't think you can take a backhander.
You're not wrong.
From the
No,
forehand.
that sounds correct. Yep.
Someone could prove me wrong with a trick shot on YouTube or Instagram or something. Just take a backhander on the forehand.
Ooh,
Great
nice
tie
shot.
up off the faceoff allowed Mr. Anderson to just move in and take a quick shot. But Nikki having a really strong start. Big turnover in the corner, but Lucas was unable to complete a pass. The puck is cleared out of the zone. 3 minutes, 15 seconds left to play here in the first.
Necky's doing a fantastic job, Drew. Like, honestly, he's turned it around. He had a bad first game, 5 goals. Game 2, great, only 3, but they were all in close. So Nicky is living up to his numbers right now.
Young Kelch caught on the pinch as he tried to step up and keep the puck in the offensive end. Manages to get back, though. C-Dub with the steal. Pass up for Mr. Anderson. They skate out of the zone. C-Dub, final minute of the first period. Down for Mr. Anderson. Forced towards the corner behind the net. And just sliding back kind of awkwardly. Weird animation for Nikki, but he makes the stop and covers up with 38.7 to go here in this first period. Still scoreless in this game. Face-off win in the offensive end for C-Dub. Long shot, never got through. It was intercepted by Marty McFly in front. Can the Nutjobs clear the zone? Final 3 seconds. Will they get a shot on goal? Thamps sets up, takes the shot. Rebound chance was there. And Superstar, I don't know if he'll get credit for the second save, but he made it either way as we stay scoreless after 1.
And we go to the highlights here, and it's Destro with another massive hit. Bang! Clancy, no helmet. He should probably get a lid on the back of his head can't be feeling good. But yeah, great period here from both goaltenders, keeping it scoreless, and a fantastic rebound game here for Nikki, as he made at least 3 dominant saves so far in this game.
0-0 after one. The first scoreless first period we've seen. Shots on goal 4-4. So Nikki making the save on the first shot he faced for the first time in this 3-game series. And for the first time as well, we close out the first without a goal on the board.
And going back,
a really good thing for the Nut Jobs, because they had been outscored 4-1 over the course of 2 games in the first period of play. The second period also not a really good one for them as well. They were outscored 3-1 in game number 1. There was no score after the first period in game number 2.
I was going to talk about C-Dub and his transition here to what looks like to be center for the team. I think it's a great move. He's very well. He's a great defenseman, but he got picked up, I believe, 3rd overall, and you kind of want that guy to, lead your offense instead of trying to defend everything. So I think it's a great move by Anderson, and it seemed to pay off in the first 2 games.
Had a hat trick in game number 1 and a goal and an assist in game number 2. We're in period number 2 of game 3, still scoreless. Quick chance for Marty McFly, and he is turned aside by the blocker of Superstar. C-Dub making the pass over for Lucas as he gets into the offensive end, but immediately loses possession. McFly making the pass up. That's Thamps trying to spin away from the attacking Mr. Anderson, but Mr. Anderson just fierce staying with him. Thamps will eventually enter the offensive end with possession. Gets down low, trying to center from McFly, but a good intercept by Destro. Nearly lost it right back to McFly. There's a chance. Blockered aside by Superstar. The battle between Destro and Marty McFly has been big in this game. It's been great to see the way they have matched up, really, since the first game ended. Quick wraparound try by Mr. Anderson, but it was denied by the defenders of Quarantine Nut Jobs. And here's a nice little spin by Thamps, trying to center himself. Puck is in the slot, but it is chipped ahead, and C-Dub will move it out. Mr. Anderson now in the offensive end. Just over 6 minutes gone by here in the second period as he gets knocked down. Thamps, offensive zone, centered for Clancy. Played it back to the defenseman. That shotgun back for Clancy yet again. Centering feed from McFly. Nice steal by Mr. Anderson. Breakout pass. Here comes Lucas. All alone. Forehand shot. The save is made by Nikki.
Nikki on fire right now, keeping his team in this game. Lucas, his 55th attempt. Oh my God, Nikki got stuck on the post. His 55th attempt going forehand on any shot in this game. I don't think he's ever went backhand in his life.
Icing against the Nut Jobs as they just had to get a stoppage here to give a breather to their goaltender, who made some big saves. Then, as you pointed out, got caught up on the post. And I believe that was C-Dub that just could not capitalize on the positioning. He does win the faceoff. D-to-D pass and a shot on goal, generating a rebound chance. Mr. Anderson unable to get there as Derek stole it away and made the pass out. McFly clears the zone, but his pass is intercepted. Kelch gives to Destro, and Destro up to C-Dub. Feed for Mr. Anderson as they take the blue line. Bank pass off the back wall. Puck is loose. Anderson trying to center for Lucas, but a great read and intercept by Shotgun. Quarantine Nut Jobs unable to get into the offensive zone in the last few minutes here. They've been able to clear their own zone a couple times, but have not been able to establish things in the other end. Nice hit behind the net, delivered by Shotgun, and now Thamps skates into the offensive end, immediately pushed off the puck, well defended by young Kelch. Destro scoops it up, gets it back across the ice to Kelch. He'll play it on ahead, and this is Lucas. Huge hit delivered. Shotgun's had a really good stretch here. Mr. Anderson, though, with possession down low, what can he do? He's going to get knocked off the puck and scoop it right back up. C-Dub has his pocket picked. Clancy moving the other way, trying to get around the defender, but Destro staying with it. Great positioning, and he makes the clearing pass. Lucas in the offensive zone. Final 5 minutes of this scoreless game in the second period. Final 5 minutes of the second period of this scoreless contest as that shot was turned aside and sent wide. McFly will dump it in from just inside the red line. Scooped up behind the net by Destro and played over for young Kelch. Clearing pass made. Connected with C-Dub momentarily, but the puck was poked free. Clancy gets into the offensive zone. Can they set something up? Along the boards. Destro pressing. McFly with the puck now. Centering. Intercepted as young Kelch just steps in there and makes sure that that centering pass for Thamps was not going to connect. They connected so many times in the first game, but that has not been there ever since.
Great adjustments. Great adjustments by Destro and Kelch back there. They're reading these plays all day now.
Clancy's shot is denied by Superstar. Now behind the net, back and forth passing. Center.
Oh!
McFly's shot was denied by young Kelch as Superstar was at the other post. Here's another chance, and C-Dub gets back to make the stop. And that brings us to the end of the second period as the biggest saves of the frame were probably made by the defenseman young Kelch and the centerman and former defenseman C-Dub.
Yeah, great job. Yeah, the former defenseman moving to center, and that's a great spot for him because he can play that two-way game, and it came in clutch there. And Marty McFly, yeah, he had an easy tap-in. Looked like Superstar might have got held onto the post there, but young Kelch, he got the body in front of the net and stopped the puck. So if you are just joining us, this is our final game of the night. This is Game 3. And so far, 4 points, 2-0 for 2 captains, 1 cup. And this is the most interesting part for me right now. Do we get to see the return of Neo? Because in the last the last 2 games, Anderson has disconnected from the EA server, so this will be interesting. And he did message me and say it happened at the exact same time in both games. So will we see the return of Neo? That's the biggest question.
Well, that should then be answered in the next few minutes here, because it was in the first 5 minutes or so of each third period. Mr. Anderson with possession. He makes the pass up for C-Dub. Dub enters the zone. Pass for Anderson, trying to go to the forehand. Necki makes the stop. The puck was loose for a moment, but he reaches the glove down and covers up for the whistle with 18:24 to go here in regulation time. Still scoreless.
And Necki's looking more like the lead leaguer in save percentage this game. Playing fantastic back there.
Dub ties up off the draw. Anderson steps in, tried to get towards the slot, but got forced wide towards the corner. He is still in the game. Neo has not made an appearance as of yet. Clancy with possession as he skates into the offensive end. Maybe looking for that one-time feed. He fed McFly, and a beautiful shot, but a great save as Superstar stood up to him. In the offensive end now for 2C1C. Lucas in the corner, pushed into the boards, but that's going to be a penalty here. Another power play chance as a boarding call is made against Shotgun. So one of the defensemen going off for the quarantine nut jobs here. The second power play chance of the game for 2C1C. Their 4th, I believe.
Yeah, 2 for 4 on the night so far. Is it 5th?
This will be their 5th. They are 2 for 4 on the night.
Oh!
Big backhander, shorthanded. Clancy picks up the goal, and we are tied and scoreless no more.
Wow. I hope we get to see a replay on that. That just kind of surprised all of us here in the booth as Clancy came down the wing, beat his defenseman wide, and I think it went off the post and in. Great shot, 1-0, nut jobs.
And that is just 20 seconds into their penalty kill that they get a shorthanded goal. So they'd given up 2 power play goals earlier on in games 1 and 2. They each gave up 1 goal in each of those games. And now they get a shorthanded goal here in game number 3. That is the only goal on the board. Halfway through this power play chance for 2C1C, trying to at least break even with the man advantage. Mr. Anderson down low, can't get around the defender. That was Derek there. And they managed to clear the zone all the way down as the nut jobs send the puck the length of the ice. Dub crosses the blue line. Feed up from Mr. Anderson. Getting it back was Lucas, got knocked down. He's trying to get the puck back to him. Lucas down low in the slot, spinning backhander denied by Necki. And we are back to 5-on-5, 6v6 hockey. And an icing with 13:40 to go here in regulation.
Necki looking to make that first-team All-Star here in the 2-3-9 Hockey League, playing up to his potential here. Massive saves and a big shorthanded goal by Clancy in the third period here. 1-0 nut jobs.
Off the tie-up, Anderson steps in. His shot goes wide along the ice and towards the corner, where Clancy will scoop things up and make the pass over for Marty McFly. McFly playing it way back and deep into their own end. I think that was just a misaimed pass. Shotgun will send it up for Clancy. And now for Thamps. Thamps trying to get around the defender, but Dub was just there and makes the long pass up from Mr. Anderson. Quickly the other way. Young Kelch from the corner. Centering feed!
Oh!
Mr. Anderson shot just over the net. He tried to chip it in and over the shoulder, but he cleared the crossbar by about a foot. The first time he's played a third period tonight, and that is how close he came to tying this one up at 1.
I'm on Neo watch here. Still, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Anderson's sticking around.
Lucas will dump it in, and the Nutjobs will scoop things up. Thamps skates out of the zone, Now in the offensive end, Thams getting it back, and the backhand shot by Clancy. He's got 2 in the period.
Clancy, all the work all done by Thams here. Thams just beeline down the middle. Little backhand move. Clancy on the back door. Bang, 2-0. And what did I tell you? What did I tell you before this this game started? Whoever scores the first goal is probably going to win this game, and it's looking very good for the Nutjobs as we just have 8 minutes left in this third period.
That last minute will be real time, so if you are the Two Captains One Cup, a fan or a player, you're hoping as we have another trip coming and a power play chance with 7:17 to go in the third period, you have to be hoping that you get a goal, maybe here on this power play, certainly with at least 45 or so seconds remaining in regulation time, so that you have a chance to tie things up in that real-time final minute.
And if we look at the stats here, as we're on the stat page, time on attack, pretty even. I mean, you've got a 2-minute advantage here for Anderson's team, but they have had 2 power plays. So they were successful in the power plays before this game. Let's see if they can continue that a bit. A goal here would be huge, as they're only down by 2. So they need one here. This is where they need to score.
They were 1 for 2 in game 1, 1 for 1 in game 2. They are 0 for 2 with only 1 shot on goal, and they've given up a shorthanded goal here in game number 3. C-Dub re-enters the offensive zone with possession. Dub behind the net in the corner now. Spins it for Anderson. Anderson maybe looking for a feedback for Dub, but it was read and intercepted by McFly as he will send it back to at least the red line. And now Thams rushing in with Clancy. Thams, they're setting up possession in the offensive zone while shorthanded. Huge hit delivered by young Kelch, and that'll start things the other way. Big chance for an odd man rush, but a good job on the back check as Clancy makes the intercept and allows them to avoid a potential 5-on-3. That puck sent all the way down. Thams will scoop it up. This power play is going to end up with a goal again. Huge hit delivered. Both defensemen in on that one. Destro and Kelch. I don't know who's going to get credit, but they were both there. Lucas down low spins it back for Anderson. His push towards the net went off of the left skate of Nikki and just stayed out as Nikki had tried a butterfly to make the save and crossed the crease. C-Dub, 3.5 to play. Long shot from the point taken. The puck still knocked down in front. Kelch's shot, I don't believe, made it on goal. Here comes Thams. Oh, low to the forehand, and he scores. It's 3-0.
That might seal the deal. Look at the speed on Thams. It might be the gel in his hair. I don't know. That guy's flying down that wing. Nice goal. Marty with the primary assist on that one. And I'm not sure who Is Moist is. We'll have to watch a deeper replay here. But nonetheless, 3-0. And they killed another power play. So great job by the Quarantine Nutjobs to battle back. They were down 2-0 in this series. And they look really good in this third game.
This is kind of the team we were expecting to see through the first 2 games. It is 3-0. The game not over necessarily just yet as we have a whistle for offside with 2:04 to play. But certainly getting there as the Quarantine Nutjobs hold that 3-goal advantage with all 3 goals coming here in the third period. Said it earlier in this game, the third period, the only one today where the Nutjobs have outscored 2C, 1C over the course of the series. And that was 2-1 in the first game. Neither team scored in after the first period of game number 2. Nice steal by C-Dub. Final minute of play. Mr. Anderson down low drops it off for C-Dub. Forced to go beneath the goal line. Final 50 seconds. McFly coming in. He's got Clancy with him. Would have been a 2-on-2. Great poke check by Destro. Here's another chance. Anderson makes the pass up. Did not see Neo in this third period. Still a little bit of time left, but
a little disappointed.
Young Kelch behind the net, tried to feed it in front. The puck loose right on the goal line. And Nikki reaches back and covers up with 29.2 to go in this contest.
That was a close one right there. Nikki just got a glove on that to keep it scoreless.
McFly with a big win in the defensive zone on the faceoff. And they'll just send the puck all the way down. It ends up going off of Young Kelch, so no icing as it didn't go all the way down the ice. Lucas within the offensive end. Mr. Anderson, backhand shot, save made, covered up for the whistle. 12.7 to go as Nikki makes yet another stop.
At this point, they're looking to break the shutout. It's a 3-0 game, 12 seconds left. That's what they're trying to do right now. Oh, it's fine. It's a virtual hockey. Okay, it's a virtual
you
hockey
really
game.
Had to stop yourself there.
I did. I almost turned off my stream. I'm sorry.
Offside whistle, 4.6 seconds left to go here in this 3-0 contest.
I don't think I'd ever have a conversation with Nikki again. He would block me.
McFly wins the draw. Quick turnover, though. Maybe Lucas gets one more shot. He does. It went just wide. The shutout remains intact.
Phew.
No jinx on that one. A 3-0 victory for Quarantine Nutjobs as they salvage game number 3 of this 3-game series, despite being outshot 13-11 in that game. They were actually outshot in the third period and even in the first 2 periods across the board there. So Nikki, a really bounce-back performance. He had now running on a 5-period shutout streak as he gave up all 3 goals that he gave up in game number 2 came in the first period. So, and pretty early at that. So it may actually be somewhere along the lines of 105 or 110 minutes of a shutout streak that Nikki will close things out on.
Yeah, a little rough start for Nikki there, but he did bounce back like you just talked about. 5 straight periods, letting in no goals. And it's tough, you're down 2-0 in the series already. They never had quit in them. They came back, took the win in that game. So they still get 2 points tonight, 4 points for Mr. Anderson's team. So I'm impressed by Nikki. Very good job back there after, letting in 5 and then 3. 8 goals in the first 2 games and then goes and gets a shutout. So, and a great job by Superstar. Both goalies, excellent in this league. Top tier goaltenders.
Superstar, just to make sure that we mention that too, the shutout in game number 2 did not give up a goal until the opening minutes of period number 3 in game 3. So a 5+ period shutout streak
Both of
for
them.
him as well. His may have actually been approaching 120 minutes because of the fact that I don't believe that the goals scored by the Quarantine Nutjobs in the third period of game 1 happened late in the period. I think those were both relatively early in the frame, and they were back-to-back. So he went somewhere at, I'm going to say, about 110, 115 minutes without giving up a goal. So before we wrap up, 3 games, 3 stars. Who are your 3 stars of this series from either team, both teams, either team, whichever you want to go with?
I'm going to have to put, I would say the goalies, but I believe the goalies are in their own little boat there. So my 3rd star is going to be my brother, Marty McFly. Had a huge Clancy. Marty's an honorable mention. Clancy, though, he scored the game-winning goal in Game 3. He had 2 big goals in that game, and it was a shorthanded marker. So I'm going to give Clancy the nod for the 3rd star. 2nd star is going to be Anderson, and 1st star will be C-Dub, because you got to see who won the series. 4 points to 2 points. I think those 2 players had a big effect on their teams. You could say Lucas in there, but I believe that combo of Dub and Anderson in the first 2 games before Neo came into existence were the reasons they won those first 2 games. And obviously Clancy for game 3.
Yeah, C-Dub a hat trick in game number 1. Marty McFly a hat trick in game number 1 as well, but that was not a game that they picked up a victory in. McFly did have 1 assist in game number 3, but Clancy a shorthanded goal and then an even strength goal in the 3rd period to help his team pick up their only 2 points of the series. So I agree with you on that one. A great series that we got to see. Some very different hockey games that we saw. We saw game 1 that was back and forth throughout. Game 2, 3 quick goals by 2C, 1C to start, and then a 3-0 shutout victory. And then game 3 was scoreless until the 3rd period, and a shorthanded goal by Clancy breaking that tie. So as we wrap up, I will give you the last word of the night. What do you got?
Well, we really appreciate you doing this. We love the series of the week. It's becoming a popular thing here. Everybody wants to be in the game. They want you to call their name. They actually really enjoy it. I'm excited to call the games with you. So, again, thank you for taking your time and doing this with us. I know you have a dog all cooped up right there, so it'd be nice to get that out. But what's up for next week? Are you going to be here next week, or how's the schedule looking?
I have not been assigned to a game just yet or a series just yet, but I'll be around, so I'm happy to do one, and
all right.
We'll pick out a day, and we will have another featured series of the week next week. As long as I'm welcome back, I'm happy to keep doing this. So, a fantastic night, and it was a pleasure working with you yet again as well. A 2-1 series win for 2C, 1C, 2 captains, 1 cup, picking up 4 big points. Quarantine Nutjobs, a shutout in game 3 allows them to pick up their only 2 points of the evening, and that is how that goes for the 239 Hockey League's featured series of the night. I'm True Goldfarb, a.k.a. Farbsy, joined by D-Mart. Thank you guys so much for watching. This week, every week, stay safe, stay healthy, and we will see you next time.